Hello everyone. So as we know, we are moving with the module number 3, that is technical communication. The first topic of the module technical communication that we have covered in the first video, that is public speaking. What is public speaking? It is to give the speech among the live audience. And the first subtopic, that is the content. Now we have to deliver the speech, that means the public speaking in front of the live audience. The first step you have to do is the content, that means you have to decide what you will speak. This first subtopic we had covered in the first video. Now today the second subtopic of the public speaking, that is the delivery of speech. This topic we are going to cover today. So the delivery of the speech, once you have to give the speech, that means the public speaking, you have decided what to speak, that means the content, and now you have to deliver in front of the live audience. So there are various, or you may say different methods that people use to deliver the speech. Different people may choose a different way to deliver a speech as per their preference and convenience. Each and every member or each and every person select their way of delivery of the speech, but each have their own advantages and disadvantages. He or she either select any of the method, but every method have their own advantages and disadvantages. You must choose the delivery of speech appropriate for the public speech, elocution, or the presentation, keeping in mind the advantages and the disadvantages so as to make it more effective. So every person have to keep in mind, as we have discussed, that if I am selecting this method, it has also some advantages and disadvantages. If I am selecting another method, it has also some advantages and disadvantages. So he have to choose a method relevant to their audience. Let's discuss how many types of methods are there along with its advantage and disadvantage. So there are total 4 types, or you may say 4 methods through which you can deliver your speech. The first is the memorization. From the name itself you guess that memorization, memory. Here you have to memorize your speech. Let's discuss. Here you write down your speech and read it several times to memorize it, and then speak in front of the audience from your memory. As you have prepared the content, you have decided what to speak, that you have to write it down in the page or the format and read it several times. You have to read before going in front of the audience. You have to read it several times to memorize it, and then you have to speak in front of the audience from your memory. In this type of delivery of the speech, you don't keep a paper with you containing your speech or the brief note that you have written in the page. You don't have to keep that page in front of the live audience. That means when you are giving this speech, you don't have any paper. You just wrote it before you deliver the speech just to memorize it. So here you don't have to keep the paper for you to containing your speech and brief notes. You don't have anything, just you have to memorize it and speak in front of the audience. As we have discussed, there are various advantages. So what are the advantages of this method, memorization? Let's see. As you have memorized, you will not leave out any point. Yes, as you have memorized, you will not leave out any point, but keep in mind, in that case you have to memorize it well. Then only you can speak every point one by one. There is very high scope of eye contact and gestures. As you don't have any notes with you, the eye contact and the gesture, that means you will look on the audience eyes very nicely. If you have memorized it well, you also look very natural. If you memorize it well, the audience will look it very natural. Also, these are the advantages. Now let's see the disadvantages of the method memorization. When you speak something from your memory, there is a high risk of forgetting a point suddenly, and you will have to try very hard to remember it, and sometimes also you skip the point and go to the next one. So when you have memorized, there is a chances of forgetting that point, or you may also skip a point and you can't give your speech effectively. So this method has this disadvantage. Also, some people who are not very good in memorizing may fumble a lot. There is a fumbling in the speech, and it will take away the natural effect. When you fumble in your speech in front of the audience, then it will take away the natural effect. So this first method, you need a good memorizing power. Also, there is no flexibility in your speech. There is no flexibility. For example, if you are giving the speech, or there comes a sudden question from the audience side, you will answer it, but then you forgot where you reach, and as you don't have any notes with you, you will trying hard to memorize it, and the effectiveness of the speech will went. So these are the disadvantages of the first method, that is memorization, where you have to write your speech or you have to write your content several times. You have to read it and memorize it well, and then without a page or the notes, you have to speak in front of the audience. So this is the first method, memorization, we have seen along with the advantages and disadvantages. Second method, that is manuscript. Here you write your speech, complete speech, or you may write your content, complete content, and carry it with you to read out word to word from the script. So you write your content, you carry that page with you in front of the audience and read it word to word. As you have your page or your script in front, you will go flowly. There is a good flow of communication between you and audience. So the advantages, let's see the advantages and disadvantages of the manuscript, the second method, where you write your content and you take your page with you in front of the audience. The advantage, let's see, as you are going to read out everything, you will not miss any point. As you have your notes, you will not miss any point. You will speak each and every content of your speech. This method is appropriate for the people who are very good readers and can add the paralinguistics while reading. Paralinguistics, as you have heard the name in the module number 1, paralinguistics, that means how words are said. As your speech, as you have content with you, but now how you deliver it, how you deliver the words, each and every word, that means the paralinguistic features. This is very important in the second, that means the manuscript method. The speech will be perfect and there won't be any fumbling. There won't be any fumbling as you have the content with you. Flexibility is there, as you can also start from the point where you left. If anyone asks the question, you can give the answer, and again from seeing from the notes, you can continue your speech. While using this method, that means while using the manuscript method, you are more confident, as you don't have to fear of forgetting. You don't have to fear of forgetting because you have notes with you. So there will be a confidence in your speech. Now this is all about the advantages. Now let's see the disadvantages. If you are not a good reader, the entire speech will be very monotonous and unnatural. If your notes with you but you are not a good reader, you are not reading it very well, the speech will be very monotonous and unnatural. If sometimes becomes very boring for the audience when a person just reads out from the paper, it will look like a boring speech. The audience may not trust on what you are saying, as it may not look like your original thought. So the audience will not trust on you as you are reading from the notes. The scope of the eye contact and gesture is minimum. In the first method, that means the memorization method, the eye contact and gesture is maximum. While here, as you are looking continuously in your page, in the content, the eye contact and the gesture with the audience reduces, becomes minimum. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the second method, that is manuscript. Now the third method, that is impromptu. Sometimes you may have to deliver a speech without any preparation. For example, when you are asked to give a speech on the farewell of your colleague, you have to speak on the spot. This is the impromptu method. Here you have to speak. For example, you are sitting in the class and after coming from the picnic, professor say to a student or say to you that come in front of the class and say something about the last day. That means say something about the picnic. So you don't have to prepare, you don't have to write the content, you have to just start speaking in front of the class or in front of the audience. This sudden speaking is known as impromptu. This method is the speech without any preparation. The advantages and disadvantages of this method are, let's see the advantages. It is highly natural and original as you are speaking from your thinking or from your mind. You don't have notes, you don't have time to prepare, you are just speaking from your mind. So it is more natural and original. Scope of eye contact and gesture is maximum as you don't have your content. You will continuously look in front of the audience and the scope of the eye contact and gesture is maximum. There's a lot of flexibility as it can be a more interactive as possible. More parallax stick can be used as we have discussed in the manuscript method. Here in the impromptu also you can add the parallax sticks. Disadvantages of the third method impromptu is, biggest disadvantages is that if your knowledge about the topic is not sufficient, you will fumble. If you don't remember the thing you have done in the picnic, you will fumble because you don't have the knowledge of that day. You will fumble in your speech. This is the biggest disadvantage. Sometimes you may have to give long pauses to think what to speak, which may leave the audience irritated. In between, as you are thinking from the mind, you can stop in between and you remember and there is a break between your speech which will leave the audience irritated and also it will look the unnatural. There is no editing time and so the arrangement of the ideas may be haphazard, losing out continuity in the thought. As you don't have time to edit your speech, to edit the sentence formation, the arrangement of the ideas, or you may say the arrangement of the words, may haphazard, losing out the continuity of the thoughts. So this is the advantages and disadvantages of the third method, that is impromptu, which is the delivery of the speech without any preparation. And the fourth and the last method is notes. Taking notes with you while delivering a speech is the most popular method. Nowadays, this method is the most popular and used. This method uses the advantages of memorization and manuscript method. In this method, the uses of both the above method, that means the memorization and manuscript method is used. It is also allows the impromptu thoughts to be included. So in the fourth method, that is notes, all the three method is used: memorization, manuscript and impromptu. This all the three is used in the fourth method, that is notes. In this method, you take a note along which has only main points to be covered written in the sequence. So you have the content, you have the page with you, but in that only the main point is written in the sequence. You first prepare the whole speech several times. While delivering the speech, you think without seeing the notes, only you see the point and you deliver the speech. Again you see the second point, you deliver the speech. But if required, you just make a glance into the note to check the sequence or the point you have supposed to speak on a particular point. So you look at a point, you speak in that point, again you see second point, you just have the point with you. So this is the fourth method, that is notes, which is very much popular nowadays. Keep in mind, the fourth method have no disadvantages, only it has the advantages. There are no chances of forgetting any point as you have the notes written in the sequence. As you have notes, there is no forgetting of any point left. It gives more flexibility and can be interactive. Also, the scope of eye contact and gesture is more. Here also, same as the manuscript method, in the impromptu method, in this method also the scope of the eye contact and gesture is more. It looks natural and interesting. This method is also looks natural and interesting. Keep in mind, there are no disadvantages of this method if you are well prepared. Only if you are well prepared, but if you haven't done enough preparation, then any method will fail to make your speech effective. In all the four methods, you have to work hard. Then and then only it can be effective. So the delivery of the speech, you have once prepared the content or what to speak, that you have to decide it. Then when you speak or when you deliver in front of the audience, you can choose any one of the four method, keeping in mind the advantages and disadvantages of the each and every method. So this is all about the delivery, all the subtopics, that means the two subtopics, the content, that means what to speak, and the delivery of the speech of the main topic, that is public speaking, that we have covered. So here in this video, the total first topic, the public speaking, that is covered. So the next topic of the same module number 3, that is technical communication, we will cover in the next video. Thank you.